Well, from my perspective, the commercialization. I think how to sell that using lunar resources isn't straightforward to begin with, but it's the technologies, it's the astrobiology, it's how to support astronauts in space, not just astronauts, all of us in space. And those types of technologies are going to have huge implications here on the surface for people who don't care about space, who never want to go themselves. And so really, you know, we've been to the moon, we know how to get there physically, but we don't know how to survive on the moon. And if we learn how to do that, it'll enhance life down here as well.
Any comments from the science folks?
I think science should be a really big part of it, because if you're going to sell the exploration side, that's great, but if you can do some really good science on the moon and learn about, there's so many different things, as Chris showed earlier, that we can learn by doing good science on the moon. So, and also, the cool thing about science is that you get at these really big, broad topics, like how did the solar system form, and how did life develop here on Earth, and are we alone in the universe? And I think that those questions can have such a great and huge impact on society today. So doing science is the backbone of why we should go back to the moon, I think.
So you think if we go back to the moon and we don't do science, is that considered a success?
No, not as much. I think we can do both. I think it all can be done.
So just to throw out there, taking the example of the International Space Station, ISS, if we don't conduct science and learn things while we're there, is it enough just to go there and to have people in space? Erin?
Yes, because we are learning things. We're learning how international cooperation agreements are formed. We're learning how people work together from different cultures and different backgrounds. We're learning how to build a space station off our planet. So we are learning things. We're not doing some of the bare bones science questions that the scientists would like to do, but we need our space station first, and then hopefully the science can be added second. So I agree with Mary Beth. If we can tie in science, it will make our successes greater. But an absence of science does not mean no success at all.